everybody, and welcome to another... I did the intro wrong.
I'm looking at the art for Bob the Goon.
Yep. Alright, well, I did the intro wrong, so I'm sorry, guys. It's actually... Welcome to... should I even start over?
No, it's funny.
You know what's Bob the Goon, so I don't even care if it's messed up. Okay, everybody. Today's actionfeatures.net/1989batman.com merchandise spotlight Toy Talk review is on the Toy Biz Batman the movie Bob the Joker's Goon, Bob the Goon. So this is our first Toy Biz review to be added in 1989batman.com. For the most part, we've been doing the Kenner ones, right? You all right back here?
Yeah.
But we decided, hey, we've got Toy Biz stuff.
Right.
Everybody was asking, why isn't there Toy Biz stuff on here? So we're going to do the Toy Biz stuff. And so I asked Blaze, I said, hey, should we do a Toy Biz review? What do you want to do? And that's what he picked.
I think you disappointed me.
Bob the Goon.
Are you disappointed?
You know what? You're saving the best for last. You're getting the worst over with first. And that is Bob the Goon. All right, I'm going too hard on Bob the Goon right off the bat. I just need to take it easy and just be cool. Just be cool. My memories of Bob the Goon are tainted by how many Bob the Goons were in stores. There was a lot of Bob the Goons to be found because everybody wanted Batman and Joker. Well, let's look at the package figure and then we'll talk about all that when we get to it. Now, all of the Toy Biz packaging features this gold design with sort of the purple highlighting along the side at the top and the Batman movie logo. I really do like their packaging. I think it's a really cool design, and I love how it was carried across all the different stuff. Was this gold and purple with the Batman logo. It's got this dedicated card art. Now, you're saying you don't like the card art, but I actually do like the card art.
Bob the Goon's smiling as he's kicking.
He's Bob the Goon, dude. He's always smiling. He's getting ready to take a picture of Vicky, and he's kicking people. So as we can see here, he's got the button-activated power kick.
Speaking of buttons...
Well, hang on now. Let's wait until we get to the open figure here before we do that. We'll just talk about the packaging. And then we've got Bob over here, and he's got his accessories and down here. But this whole card art design is very reminiscent of like a Star Wars vintage type of line, where it had the logo from the movie, your art over here, and then the figure, G.I. Joe, all those kind of lines did that. And this has just kind of gone up for this bigger scale from the 3 3/4. On the back of the package, we get a picture of Bob kicking.
Looks so weird.
He looks a little strange there. And I'll read the packaging. A powerful leg kick makes this goon the meanest guy in the gang. To activate the leg kick, simply push the button down on his lower back. To reset the mechanism, push the leg back in its original position. So there we go. Now, hang on now. Don't jump the gun there, Blaze. You can collect all your movie favorites. And I really wanted to collect my movie favorite Batman, which on all the art and all the advertisements and the packaging, it was a repainted Superpowers Batman in black. And I wanted that figure. I didn't want the Toy Biz figure. I wanted that figure. I never got that figure.
Didn't they make it?
They made it in like Spain or something like that. There's overseas one.
That's expensive.
It is expensive.
I'd get it if I were you.
I would love to get it. Maybe one day I'll get it. Then we've got a picture of the Batwing, the Batmobile, and then this off-centered picture of the Batcave, which I don't have any idea why all this space is over here. It's like somebody nudged the camera.
Oops.
And then down below, all these packaging for these figures had these Gotham Globe.
I like that Gotham Globe.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I gotta give it to Toy Biz in the packaging. The packaging is pretty awesome. You got this cool scene where like Bob's on like a rooftop and there's graveliness. Kind of reminds me of when Batman first shows up in the movie, this gravelly type stuff. And then we've got, down here we talk about Bob the Goon. Bob the Goon revealed as Joker's henchman. Police intelligence revealed that Bob the Goon has joined the Joker as his right-hand man during the villain's terrifying crime spree throughout Gotham City. Better known as Robert Crazy Bob Capistrano, his reputation as a cutthroat street fighter, sneak thief, and ace marksman earned him a place as the Joker's top henchman. Gotham citizens are warned that Bob the Goon is armed and extremely dangerous. Beware. Man, I didn't know that Bob was that tough just from the movie.
I didn't know his name was so stupid.
Yeah, seems like all I did was take some pictures. So there he is again from the front, and before we take a look at...
Wait, there's another thing that...
That's okay, what do you say?
I know there's another thing that made him look like he's not so tough.
What's that?
Running away from Batman when Batman...
Oh, when he had the knife scene? Well, we'll get to the knife scene when we get to the knife here. But now... Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to take a look at our loose version. Alright, so here he is, out of the package. We'll take a look at his accessories first. He comes with this hat to put on his head, his bald head here. As you can see, it fits absolutely...
No way, shape, or
perfectly. Oh, sorry, Bob. All right, so
That
there we
hat
go.
stinks. I was gonna say
Bob
that.
looking good, man. All right, so let's move on to the weapons. He comes with this pistol, and this pistol is actually a tweaked GI Joe accessory. I don't know if this was carried over from their Toy Biz, or if it was part of the Toy Biz Punisher also. But this used to be, I'm pretty sure, Shockwave's gun, or a heavily tweaked version of the Shockwave gun from GI Joe. I could be wrong about that, but it sure does look familiar to that.
They made a Punisher?
Toy Biz made a Punisher. Yeah.
They were allowed?
Yeah, they had the Marvel license for a while there.
Oh.
For a long time, actually. They didn't have the DC license for very long, but they had the Marvel license for quite a while. And then he's got this silvery knife that's all rubbery and stuff. Maybe that's why he ran away from Batman in this scene. Alright, so here we get to the figure. I'm going to take off this hat because the hat does not want to stay on the
I was
figure.
actually talking about, man, I really want this.
I gave away the action feature.
Gave away his.
Okay, well, here's the thing. You see that Bob the Goon is on a doll stand.
Wait, can I tell them what the packaging said?
No, not yet, not yet. Hang on, let's look at the figure here first, and then
Okay.
we'll. As you can see, Bob is standing on a doll stand, and that's because he has no holes in his feet. I hate when figures don't have holes in their feet.
Joker didn't.
Yeah,
Or Batman.
I know the whole Toy Biz line doesn't. But there he is from the front. You see Bob's in his Goonie outfit. He's got the Joker logo. That's pretty much the only paint app really on the chest. The legs are solid black. The chest is solid black. The arms are black except for the fingers, and then he's got his head
The
there.
thing I was talking about, I was saying, I was saying, not really, but I think I want this Bob the Goon because I can cover up his baldness with the hat. No, you can't.
No, you can't really cover up his baldness with the
I
hat.
don't need Bob the Goon. I'll just use my animated series
I'm
Joker
gonna
as
move
a
Bob
goon.
a little closer to the camera there so we can get a better look at Bob.
I can just use my animated series Joker as a goon.
Well, you could, but I mean, there's no harm in having Bob the Goon. Let's really take a look at Bob the Goon here. Before we get too far into whether you should get him or not, let's take a look at him. I'm gonna take him off the stand here. So we've got Bob, and the sculpting is quite soft. Like, it's not very detailed. It's, it looks like they're trying to make outfit lines.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a weird kind of, got a go-pee stance.
I gotta go pee.
And then he's got, we talked about his action feature, and that is a button located on his lower back. Now, I'm thinking that's more actual button than a lower back. I mean, that looks like it's on his butt. So you squeeze Bob's butt, and he kicks his leg out, which I also do when you squeeze my butt. So that's his action feature. You squeeze his butt, and his leg kicks forward. This also interferes with doing anything with Bob, like posing-wise, really, because you either get leg stuck out or leg down at the side. Those are your two choices. You can get him into vehicles and things like that if you wanted to, because you can get him into that kick stance. He's got some knee joints, so you can do some posing with him if you want to put him in like the Toy Biz Joker van or something like that. But so he's actually more articulated than the Kenner guys are, even with those knee joints and the elbow joint or the shoulder joints.
I'm glad Kenner didn't do the knee joints. That makes it more loose.
Yeah, you hate
Feel
loose figures, so
I hate them.
yeah. Well, you may not enjoy Bob the Goon because this action feature a lot, and when you see loose versions, it's already been like broken, and so it's either like
Okay.
stuck up,
I don't
won't
need
click down.
Bob.
Again though, if you're just gonna have a goon from the movie, and you want somebody to stick with your Joker, it's not so bad to have a Bob the Goon. There's nothing wrong with having a Bob the Goon.
Terrible.
The head sculpt is terrible. I will
Yeah.
give you that. It is horrible. Let's get him back on that doll stand
This
so we can take a
doesn't
look
look
at him.
like Bob the Goon from the movie.
Focus in on him. Give Bob the Goon his focus. So yeah, his head sculpt is pretty bad.
Head sculpt's so ugly it doesn't want to focus on it.
It kind of reminds me of that that artwork that they, like Little Abner or something like that. I think it was what it was called, where it had just like dots for the eyes. Because that's all it has. It's got these two little dots for the eyes. The sculpt on the head is pretty weak. I don't remember Bob being this bald. He kind of looks like Hulk Hogan a little bit because he's got the Hogan hair. I'll tell you something, dude. Batman better watch out, brother, because Bob the Goon's gonna run wild on him, dude. He looks like Hollywood Hogan a bit with this do he's got going here. So if you had the hat to cover it up, that would be great, but
You don't.
it falls off a lot. So there is Bob the Goon. Let's take a look at him next to Joker and Batman, though. And like I was saying earlier, when I was a kid, Bob the Goon was like all you could find. You couldn't find Batman and Joker.
Because those were the cool ones.
Yeah, eventually I found a Joker, but it still took me ever to find a Batman.
You didn't. That's the only Batman you had as a kid, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, until I got Iron Winch,
Superpowers. Oh.
and I had superpowers. So there they all are, three together. Let me zoom this back a little bit because they're cutting off his bat ears. That's your whole Toy Biz range right there, is Batman, Bob the Goon, Joker. And
Not a big toy line.
not a big toy line before Kenner took over, but really it's giving you three of the basics that you need. If you had watched Batman the movie and you wanted to play, these two were the ones you had to have. And then if you wanted a guy to help Joker out to fight Batman, Bob the Goon was the one to have because he was the named goon of the movie. If you don't prefer the Toy Biz figures and you want to get a Bob the Goon just to put with your Dark Knight collection and stuff like that, thanks, Blaze.
You're welcome.
He doesn't look too bad size-wise with them either. Oh, please stay, don't fall. You can kind of fudge him into that line too.
Sort of.
He doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Butt switch.
he's not a very good...
He has a butt switch.
He's got a butt switch and a Play-Doh head. But other than that, he's good to go. Bob the Goon is dirt cheap. I mean, you can find Bob the Goons for a couple of bucks at tons of places because they made a lot of him. And I can't say it's a good thing to buy him unless you absolutely have to have a goon to go with your Jokers. Then it's time to get Bob the Goon. Or, if you wanted to build a whole kind of goon army, you could get this head off of there and use this body again and again and build up a whole Joker's army. Just like find different heads from different toy lines and pop different heads on there. That might be kind of cool. And since he's so cheap, it's not so bad to do.
No. He still has the butt switch.
He's still going to have the butt switch no matter what you do. There's no getting around this butt switch.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it fits right in the doll stand. It's like they made the stand for butt switches. So, hacha. All right, so if you want to see pictures of Bob the Goon, there'll be, and you're watching this on YouTube, if you hit the info section, there'll be links to the site where we took all the still pictures, and you can see Bob the Goon in action versus his mortal enemy, Batman. So, that is it for this one, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
And Bob, remember, you are my number one guy. Yes, sir.